everybody, and welcome to Lorcanarama. We're here. Yay! Woo! We got me, Sabrina, Jake. We have a guest that we're going to bring on in just a minute. So how you guys doing this week? Good week? Play well this weekend? Good. We had somebody went to Disneyland and Disney World, had two of the mats and brought them back and donated them as prizing for a tournament. I was originally registered to play in it, but my house got the better of me. I did not get as far along as I wanted to, so I had to withdraw. And watch a couple people win it. Yeah, I was disappointed because you know how much I love that art, and I was looking forward to it. But it's more important that my wife and my daughter have a house to live in. So they got stuck in New York City on Sunday due to the airport fiasco. So yeah, I had to buy new tickets for them on a different airline to get home. So yeah, they're back. So they're here. We're in a house. Tomorrow I'll have a stove, and in 2 days I'll have kitchen sink, and I'll be free. So yeah, I take pictures and put them online because you all have ordealed through this with me. So anyways, tonight I want to welcome everybody. This is episode 38. I need to make an apology. Episode 37 is not on YouTube. You may ask me why. I just forgot to put it on there. I realized it this morning. I'm sorry. So when I put 38 up, I will put 37 up. So it slipped my mind. I just got so busy dealing with all this stuff around here. That's it. No excuse. That's just what happened. So for those of you who are looking for it, I apologize. I will put it up. And then tonight, of course, we got a special guest. We got Ben Fishman on tonight, who's going to be talking with us about Amber Steel and all that. So I will go ahead and fire up the screen and bring Ben on, and you guys can welcome him. There we go. Welcome, Ben, to Lorcanarama. Hey, thank you for coming, man. Like we talked about, like, hey, you should come on the stream ever since we were doing it. And yeah, we got you. So yeah. All right. So Sabrina said, they can only hear me. What? Holy moly. How did I do this? All right. Well, this is why I'm glad we got people in chat. Give me 1 second, folks. Uh-oh, this is not good. There we go. Try it again. You know what? It helped if I turn the volume up.
Hello, chat.
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
I just say rookie mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kelsey,
you
you just look like you went crazy for a good 4 minutes. Just absolute insanity. Talking to yourself.
It's okay. I do that all the time anyway, so nobody listens.
You and your imaginary friends.
I can no longer say we're the best podcast nobody listens to because somebody was listening to us. Thank you, Mike, and let us know that they couldn't listen to us. So all right. So, well, we could go back and rewind. Ben, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
There we go. All right. So for those of you who don't know Ben is, as far as I know, you've been with Lorcana since the beginning, right? Did you go to DLC Atlanta?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't meet you by then. I think I met you.
I was,
maybe Toronto is where I met you.
Yep. So I first saw Lorcana D23 2023 when it was a concept, but they had like full body pictures of some of the art, and Stout-Hearted Cinderella was like, oh my gosh, it's just the crossover between Dungeons and Dragons and Disney that I've always wanted.
Okay. Nice. And speaking of Dungeons and Dragons and Disney, for a while there, Baker was doing a Lorcana RPG. I think now with all his streaming, he's been sidetracked, but I know he had a vision of that for a while. Yeah, I was kind of excited about that. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of neat. But
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you guys first met in Toronto?
Yeah, yeah, that's because I didn't really meet any. I know I didn't meet anybody in Atlanta other than,
You met me in Atlanta.
yes. Well, could you let me
What do
finish
you
my
mean
sentence?
nobody? What do you
You
mean
met
nobody?
I couldn't even
Only
get
the
the word
most
Atlanta,
accept out.
Preston.
That's
Atlanta
okay.
was overwhelming. It was 2,000 people, and nobody knew anybody, and it was also a mess.
It was
A
the first
mess,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Toronto was kind of more relaxed in the fact that it was in a hotel,
yeah.
It was much
and
smaller.
Well, they were
everybody
4
ate in the
DLCs in by
same.
that point. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was. That was my first one judging. I played in Atlanta. That was where I kind of was like, I tried to scratch that competitive itch to see if I had it in me anymore, and I don't. I just like, and then, but I like the community enough, so I hung around. So,
The
Yeah.
community was the best.
I met Ben at SCG Philly in what is that, 2024?
yeah,
Trying to learn how
yeah.
to play green purple bounce and failing
Oof.
miserably to understand how to bounce things effectively.
Yeah,
And
red
then
purple was king.
yeah, I hated
Oh,
that
yeah.
deck
Yeah.
so much.
that
So much.
that's been my color combination since the beginning. So I'm
Green
about
purple.
to. Yes, I'm about to switch back
Yeah.
to it. So,
That's what I'm playing currently.
You're always playing that shit. Well, no, not quite as much as George. There's somebody in
It-
our play group that
I
no
have been
matter
going back to
what,
it.
he will just jam green purple. And he
That's pretty
wins a
well.
set champ every season with his janky green purple. I don't know what he's doing,
it's
but it
because
hooks every time.
everybody's teching for meta, and it's not meta.
Oh, absolutely. And he's sneaking
We
under
need to
every single
start
time.
Yeah.
decking for George.
There's something to be said about playing the deck that you know better than
Yes.
anything.
Absolutely.
Yes, I
And
agree.
absolutely agree.
It matters. It sometimes matters more than the meta call.
Yep. That's why I went with Green
Agreed.
Steel Chronicon so much. It's not because it's a better deck. It's because I know that deck inside and out, and other people don't. And so it just gives me a slight advantage on them. And so,
Yeah, I always feel like I'm gonna do better if I'm playing Amber Steel. Historically, that hasn't even been the case. I mean, that's the deck that
I
I've
was going to ask
threatened
how
to
you could
game over
feel
the
better
most.
based on your history
But
with it.
because I know that deck, so funny enough, Vegas, which is the infamous sitting on the floor threatening to quit the game, I put the most reps into that deck that I have ever put into any deck ever. It
And it
was
broke your
bad
heart.
matchups that crushed me, but I
Broke
put
your heart.
so
Tough.
many reps into that deck,
Heartbreaker.
and then I just
Heartbreaker.
played blue red all day. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
I had a deep run in Vegas on Amber Steel, but I also played Emerald Steel. I think 6 out of 9 rounds in Swiss.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
And I figured out the matchups by the time I was playing these super elite players, and
sure.
particularly round 7, 8, and 9. 7 and 8.
So in Fort Worth, was it? Yeah, Fort Worth, you played Amber Steel, right? That was the one you won the Friday event, right? Or you top 8? Which one was it you did real well?
That was-
PPG. Pro
That
Play
was
Summit.
Vegas.
That was Vegas? Pro
Oh,
Play Summit?
yes. No. Pro Play Summit was yes. Pro Play Summit, Texas.
Yeah. Because I know you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
real well on the
That was
Friday
Amber
event.
Steel.
Then my friend played you, I think third round, the Saturday event. You didn't do so well that one. I'm sorry to bring that up, but it's funny how you had the. Well, I bring this up because it's funny how you can cruise, you just smoking everybody, and then you come back with the same deck for the most part, and it's like you forgot how to play it, or some of your cards were missing, or whatever. It just didn't seem like the same deck, and it can happen in this game.
So
Matchups are so important too.
Particularly in Pro Play Summit, you could switch your deck from the Friday to the Saturday event. So they give you the top 8 data. I think it was top 8. It might have been top 16, but I think it was top 8. On Friday, they released that at about 11 o'clock at night. And believe it or not, the competitive players wait for that email or that information to make their decision on what deck they play.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
I remember there was probably almost 30% on Amber Steel. And so the next day, everybody brought red blue.
That's funny.
Just to play
Yeah.
against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's
The meta fluctuation.
the infamous Denver Pro Play Summit, which one of my fondest memories of you, Ben, is actually at Denver.
Mhm.
You 0-2 dropped, and
Mhm.
I remember making a comment to you. You should never drop. You never know what'll happen. Well, somebody who will remain unnamed lost a round of data, and they got a do-over for round 2. And Ben comes back and says, "I want back in."
In the middle of a side event.
Yeah.
I joined a Winnabox when I dropped, and the Winnabox was firing, and I was mid round 1 of my Winnabox, 3 rounds. And I look at the judge and I was like, I got to get back in the main event. And they said, all right, like if you play, win your game. And so I win my game and run over to Kelsey. I'm like, put me in, coach.
That's so great.
Yeah, I'll talk about that on what happened if anybody wants to talk about it, but not on air. So if you ever want to know what happened at that event, just hit me up one day. So, but yeah, it was that one. That was enough to make me want to quit scorekeeping. I mean, I stuck with it, but that one was just like, yeah, the early days of the play.
That was a
hub.
rough weekend. That was a rough
Yeah.
Denver
weekend.
was a roller coaster.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there was that mix up Friday, and then Saturday, didn't it just go down in the middle of the event?
Yeah,
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 And
that
I
was
said,
Saturday.
yeah,
yeah.
that was crazy. We were
So
just
I'll
waiting
tell
there
you,
for like
I'll
an hour.
I'll tell you this much. So in between, after round 2, while we were waiting, while we went to go pair round 3, the server went down, and it took 30 minutes for it to come back up. And by this time, people were just antsy and impatient because we have 30 minute delay we didn't need to have, right? We can't do anything. And so we finally get back up, we pair round 3, and about that time, somebody walks up and says they want to drop from the tournament. And we have a policy that if we haven't published a round, we'll go ahead and take them out because it messes things up, right? You just go ahead and drop them and repair. And so I had to delete the pairings, and well, PlayHub was kind enough to have stuck me back on round 2 instead of round 3 that I just paired, and that's how we lost them. So that's what happened.
Very interesting. That was the early days.
And there's
of
more to
PlayHub,
it than
I
that,
feel.
but that's a
Very
high
early.
level. I'm not going to give you the cringy details type thing. So there you go. That's it. I'm sticking to that. That's my story. So we go
That was
from
like
there.
the second big event on the Play Hub, I think.
What's that?
It was only like the second big event on the Play Hub.
Yeah, and it
There
was
was
the
there was an event the
second big
weekend before
flub.
that also had issues, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when
It
they
was
have
right before that.
when they have a central server that's holding everything and it goes down, it'll mess everybody up who's expecting to use it at that time. So,
Right.
yeah. Anyways, lessons were learned. I can tell you that. PlayHub
The
is
hard
much
way.
better now.
Yeah, it
PlayHub is
seems
much better now.
much more smooth. Cross
I-
your fingers.
I
We
will
love
give
our
it to them.
judges. It's a thankless job.
Yeah, I work in the software world. I know how frustrating it can be. My hat's off to them. They've come a long way since then, but that doesn't mean that wasn't painful. So, yeah. So let's talk about DLCs real quick. So you've been to Milwaukee, Richmond, and Ghent in season 2. The
And
meta
Bologna.
has
He was in
And
Bologna
Bologna.
too.
and Bologna. Yeah.
And this one,
Mhm.
and this one. And
All
this
right. You got a favorite between the 4 this season?
Again.
Ghent.
one. Ooh,
Okay. Why?
Dang, that seems like it was such a good one.
Yeah,
I know.
again.
I have FOMO
Ah.
so bad.
Man,
Yeah,
all
same.
right. I'm gonna sound bougie, but I was a VIP, and that VIP experience
That's
was
why I was-
insane.
That's why. If you're a VIP, why were you walking on the floor? I saw you and Mr. Burns walking on the floor together. Like
Man,
I
we
would
had to get our steps in.
had
It
to
was
mingle with the
too hard
plebs,
to
right?
sit up there. It was, yeah, we had to come down and socialize. No, it was kind of weird at some points being like, we don't have to talk. It's not that we don't have to, it's just that we're not talking to anybody else who's here. Like, this is a super premium DLC experience. And you see, some of your other high level competitors coming up and putting their headphones in after their rounds. It's like, you can't do this anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
So-
what I asked you. Since you were part of the VIP experience, do you think you'll do it at the next one?
The real answer is it's gonna be hard not having it.
Hmm.
It really
Spoiled
is.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every day we would get to the venue as fast as we could, as early as we could. Doors opened at 8. There was a spinning door that you had to go through. It was maniacal. But once you made it through that door, you were in smooth sailing. We would go up to the lounge and we would start the day with a Red Bull. And these pastries, man, were untouchable. And every day I got the same pastry.
Nice.
And that was it. That was the start of every day. And then you would walk down onto the floor. But that was the first, by 8:05 or 8:10, you were on the floor drinking a Red Bull with a pastry in your hand.
Can't complain.
Yeah.
It was
So-
insane.
Real good.
It was
So
actually
get the VIP
insane.
lounge for the pastries and the Red Bulls.
If
That's
they
what
had
I
the
heard.
pastries,
Well, pastries
it
in
would
Ghent.
it would be the best. But there was sandwiches throughout the day. There was Lorcana cake pops.
Oh, that's so cool.
There was a screen. That's the food. There was unlimited drinks. I made it a mission to try and take as many drinks as I could because they were included. So, a few friends may have ended up with waters that that looked parched. But for the most part, they would pop your Cokes for you. But
So
weren't babysitting
the
you.
second Lorcana ban is going to be Ben from the VIP lounge now.
yeah,
right.
probably
Hey, it's
deserved.
offered. Use it.
Hey, I even snuck a cupcake out. So the cupcakes were under scrutiny because those were super premium food, and I snuck one of those out.
Oh,
So
I heard
I'm
about the
doxing
cupcakes.
myself here.
It's contraband.
That's
Next
cool.
DLC,
but-
I want a ranking of all the VIP foods, like tier
Okay.
1, tier
That's
tier
right.
0, tier 2.
You know
I
what,
need
Ben?
it.
Ben, if you go to the VIP lounge in the next DLC, we'll have you come back on as a returning guest to just be the VIP lounge roving reporter for us. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I know Mr. Burns will try. It was insane to some of the other things that they don't mention on the thing is that I sat there and talked to Greg Tito for like 4 hours.
That's
you
cool.
know, Steve Warner for hours on end. The artists, unlimited time with the artists. The casters, man, if I could get more than 2 seconds from Baker, but Rebecca and Kim
Yeah.
were up there.
Yeah.
Joe Curley, they just came up there because like they want to be up there too. That's the cool place to be, right?
Yeah.
And so, they're hanging out up there too, and everybody else is trying to figure it out. And at the end of the day, it's the easiest place to meet your friends.
I think now I'm going to have to apply to work the VIP lounge as a staff member.
Mhm.
So that's what I need to do now.
There was
forget
one-
judging.
I think there was one like Fanfinity or some sort of judge up there, and we said like, man, who gets to be that one? How do you get to
The
be that
garter of the
judge?
cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. If you find out, let me know.
I will.
Yeah, right.
So-
Kelsey, no.
The
Yeah,
quick answer is I'll definitely apply again, or I'll definitely try again for VIP.
That's cool. I think that based on the positive experience and feedback that has been received on it, that I'm pretty sure Fanfinity will keep doing it in the events that they run. Maybe Pastimes will do it.
1000%.
I'm not sure yet. There seems to be rumors that it's mentioned for Indy, but I don't know about that. But I dare say it'll probably be a little more populated than before. So now that people have heard what a cool experience it is, now they'll be a little bit more willing to get up off of that. And Benjamin's for it. So, but-
Mhm.
Yeah.
so yeah.
Man, when a regular soda in Europe costs €4 anyway, it's a great value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the backpack is awesome. You get everything. You get the 2 mats. It's a great way to not have to grind side events all
I was going to
weekend.
say,
It was
you
a vacation.
basically paid to not grind side events.
It was
You
a
know.
vacation. It was the first time I looked at and Mr. Burns on Friday because we were both playing on Saturday, and I said, I think this is the first time I've ever felt relaxed at a DLC.
Nice.
Because I've done 10 DLCs with that guy, so I just looked at him and I was like, we had to lock in our decks the night before on Thursday night so that we didn't have any information, and nothing else could change. So we were just vibing.
That's cool.
Yeah, speaking of locking in the deck lists, do you think that made a big difference that Saturday players had to lock in Thursday night?
It was a weird one. Did it make a difference? In what way?
Would you have played anything different? Do you think A, that the meta would have been very different, or B, do you think you would have teched differently?
So like I wouldn't have changed probably. But I played dogs, so I was pretty sure I was gonna play dogs. But
Sure.
the thing that would change that would be if like Lucas Kalpa got to play on stream on Friday, and you didn't have to lock in your deck, and everybody got to see how cool Red Yellow Boosty Boys was on stream, and they could try and replicate that list. That list would have had play on Saturday.
On Saturday.
But he played on Saturday. So, but that's my instance of where that would change.
Interesting. See, for me, I feel like had I been at that event and playing Saturday, I would have been relieved to submit my deck list early. Because I know, like with Toby's a last minute. He's up tinkering with it till 4 a.m. submitting. And before I go to bed the night before, my deck list has to be in. And at that point, I'm done.
Yep.
I'm not changing anything because if I keep, I'll just spiral. Like, it makes me so anxious. So for me, that would have been perfect. Like, the earlier I can lock it in, the better.
You just don't have to worry about it.
I think it's kind of a healthier thing to do. We've been talking about it with in my testing group, that it's probably not healthy to not know what you're playing when you roll up to the tournament. Like if you for set champs, whatever. I don't put that too much stake in them, but maybe like the last set champs especially, you can roll a dice to see. But
Sure.
For these 100+ player tournaments, you got to know the night before, and so or you got you put the reps in. You're not really going to change anything. You're going to change a few tech cards, and maybe the best players can pivot. But realistically, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Just playing the deck that you know the best might be the best for you.
Right.
I have sabotaged myself more with a last minute change than anything.
Yeah.
Hey, don't second guess
some
yourself.
Info and try to make the change, but
you overthink it. You overthink
I think
things.
that
Just
ends up happening.
just let it go. Your first instinct's usually your best.
I wish I would have pivoted in Bologna. That's the only time I wish I would have.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't even remember what I played in Bologna. At this point, somebody has to remind me every time. But Toby wanted me to play dogs, and I was being stubborn, and I should have pivoted. I think I would have done.
Did you play Amber Steel?
Both played Amber Steel.
Where you play all the time. Yeah.
We both
played Ben knows Steel. We played Amber Steel. Yeah. We did, and then
we died to blue green.
Yeah, you gave me all of your luck going into my last round because I needed to win my last round to get the Mulan. And you were like, well, I already have mine, so you can have all my luck too. And I'm telling you, I needed it.
Nice.
I remember that, yeah.
So for those of you who are listening in chat, we were talking to Ben Fishman. He just won Pro Play Summit Pittsburgh with Amber Steel deck. If you haven't done so already and you're not following us, please follow us. I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. We're the best podcast nobody listens to for Lorcana. So, you're missing out. It's fun. So I'm going to switch screens real quick, and I'm going to pull up your deck list, Ben, from Ink Decks. So here we go. So this is the Pro Play Summit Pittsburgh list that Ben piloted to first place. And you'll see some winter spell cards in here. So let's talk about your list real quick, Ben. Um, what were your first thoughts when Winter Spell came out towards Amber Steel? Were there any cards that stood out that said, "Oh, we're back, baby. You know, we could do this now."
Oh, yeah. I mean, Amber. So Amber is probably Amber and Steel are definitely my favorite ink colors, but Amber is like the one that I've always been like nobody remembers how bad Amber was for like so many sets. So when we got Grandmother Willow, Nani, and a Hoot at Amuti, those cards were like, all right, let's try this in every Amber. Let's try this with every other color. Was where we started this set, and so one of my friends Thomas plays a yellow purple singers deck with that uses Grandmother Willow and Akut Atamuti
Does he use
and
magicals?
Lilo. Yeah, and
Ah,
Lilo and Pudge, and it
yeah.
just puts out Lilo, Pudge, Singer, Sing, second star to the right, draw 5. It's crazy when it goes off.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
And that's like his favorite deck. So like, you know, we've played a lot of Amber decks this set. And so when I ultimately got to this list, I was like, I think I know how to play the Amber cards, but it's, you know, the new ones is Nani and Grandmother Willow and Akud and an Angel, Secret Siren, yeah, Amber Angel, because there's 2 angels.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And they're both in there.
Well, heck, I'm
Yeah,
looking at this
8
list, right?
angels.
We got Angel, the 2-drop. We got Grandmother Willow. These are from the new set. We got Nani. We've got
Mhm.
Angel, the steel 4-drop that does the firework cannons. You got Chief
Powhatan.
Powhatan. Yeah, there we go.
All hail the chief.
Another Stitch and a Cood at Imadi. So Imadi, whatever, Umudi, whatever. We got it.
Mhm.
I just call it a cood. I can't say the rest of it. Just a cood to me.
It's not a Gouda Matata, is it?
No.
It's alien.
It's a.
It is.
Anyways,
Angel's song.
so I'd say
Does it translate?
I think it might I don't know.
Do you
I
know
I
just
need to
know
know
its
now.
other's name is Angel's song.
That's what I'm gonna call it now. It's Angel's song.
So
Done.
Okay.
25 cards in this deck are from the new set. I would say Winter Spell was good to you.
That's more
Yeah.
than I thought.
Yeah, 25
Yeah.
cards. That's a chunk. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scary
and-
thing is a good portion of the deck does not rotate either.
yeah,
Well,
yep.
could
It'll
be a
only.
solid
No.
base.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you'll lose Rhino when it rotates, but I think
You lose
Rhino
Rhino.
is he's dispensable. You'll lose your Singer at 2, but I think you can put Vanessa in because she got reprinted.
You have Vanessa from Fabled.
Right. So that's it. I think that's all you'll lose. Looking at it, Doc. That's
I
a
was
big
saying,
Doc.
only
loss.
lose
Doc is
That's-
the biggest
That's a
hit.
big loss.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
That's a big hit.
Doc is the biggest hit.
So your thoughts on Grandmother Willow? There's been some folks out there that have said, "Hey, we need to ban this card. It's causing problems. It put dogs over the top." And Ghent, probably you can attribute it to Grandmother Willow, amongst other things. Of course, it's bringing Amber Steel back on the map. Is it too powerful? Do you think?
Is it too powerful? I don't think it's too powerful. It's Amber's turn 2 ramp. If we think Sail is not too powerful, then I don't know how Grandmother Willow could be.
Yeah, I don't think it's powerful enough to be banned. I think there's answers for it. I mean,
It's
Yeah.
very removable.
yeah.
It's just
not
a
like
matter
it's
of
got
playing
ward or
around
something.
it. If it does
Exactly.
become a problem, you
I
need to
think
play
what
around it.
happens is people underestimate it and they decide not to deal with it when they have an opportunity and they'd rather deal with something else. And then 2 turns later, they go, "Oh, I should have got rid of that a couple turns ago when I had a chance."
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
they go, "Oh, this card's too powerful. We need to get rid of it." And it's like, just play something to get rid of it and get rid of it when you get a chance.
There's some pretty mean turns you can do with the Amber Steel with this
I
deck.
know.
You can go Angel, Grandmother Willow, Grandmother Willow, Grandmother Willow.
Yeah, I did that last week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I I
That's
didn't.
dirty.
It was not what I molded or what I altered into. Like I didn't alter for that, but I looked at my hand and I was like, well, I guess this is what we're doing.
Well, this is
Like
what
I
we're
just didn't
playing.
have anything else.
Play with the hands you're given.
And if you really want to go out, then you play 1-drop Rhino, and then next turn is Goliath.
Oh, wow. Shifting.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, Goliath
Dang.
will restack your hand for you, and
Yeah.
kill your
Yeah.
opponent's hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's on curve because on curve you just played 3 trees, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah. That's
it's crazy.
to me.
Curve.
Like I look at it, and you could do some broken things with it, I think, but everything has to line up for it to happen, right?
Mhm.
It's not like every hand's going to be like that. I mean, if it is, like you have to just throw those games away and say the deck gods were with my opponent in that game. There's just nothing you can do about it, right? And so you're not cheating to do it, or it's not anything overly complicated
It's
about it. Yeah.
it's a 16 uninkable deck, I believe. Which means you can draw your docks together, which stinks. It's
Amber
really
Steel's
rough
used
when
to that.
yeah, I mean it's Amber Steel problems, right?
Yeah, right.
But we used to call Amber Steel Caesar salad and ranch. It's not necessarily what you want to eat, but it's good enough. And it's, nutritious enough and
Well,
gets the job done.
the thing that I find curious about this, so 16 unequals is probably right on the threshold. This is why Grandmother Willow is so important, right?
Yep.
Is it helps you to overcome that unequal cost in it. Like I run somewhere between 18 and 20 unequables in my deck, but I am running low to the ground stuff that I usually can unload without a problem. I don't have ramp, and so anything else would have to have something to compensate for it, and that's what Grandmother Willow does. It's almost like she negates the unequal cards in a way. That's her hidden power to me. The unequal characters, anyways. So, but anyhow, yeah. And then the card that I hate the most in your deck is Pluto for personal reasons. So, being a Chromacon player, being a Chromacon player, that's my number one most hated card right now. So
it's pretty cool when Rhino turns into take
Danger.
out your guy, take no damage, gain 2 lore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. Pluto, I think, is so. I understand the curve, right? At 5 is just at the right spot to not be overpowered, but man, he is like such a good card, and but doesn't see a lot of playability. Doesn't see a lot of play. I think he goes away when Chromacon goes away because there aren't really many items around there to justify him. That extra added benefit you get from it, though, is nice, but it's really there to deal with Chromacon, right? Is that where
Yep.
Yeah.
It's more than Chromacon, but yes, Chromacon is probably the biggest one. Black Cauldron is a card that can be really annoying.
True.
Yeah.
A spell book, not a spell book. A Webby's Diary.
Oh yeah.
And the other one, the Woodchuck Field Guide.
Oh yeah.
Both of those.
And
If
this,
they just
friends,
leave
is
the
why you
Woodchuck-
pop that guidebook.
Yeah, pop it immediately. Do not leave that on there.
Webby's Diary is the item in the Boosty Boys deck that's 3-cost amber item that says when you boost a character, pay 1. If you boost a character, whenever you boost a character, pay 1 to draw a card. So basically, you pay 1 to boost, pay 1 to draw a card.
That's pretty good.
And so if you can take out their draw engine, it stifles them pretty well.
Also a snow fort as well too. I'm sure taking
Snow
that
fort. Snow fort was annoying too. Yeah.
Jake's favorite card.
There's enough items in the meta that you want the flexibility to have removal.
Do you think running one of them is appropriate, or do you think that it could even run 2 potentially?
Could definitely run 2.
Yeah.
This list is so tight, in my opinion. But
yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Yeah, there's Webby's Diary.
Yeah. If
why does that card not even look familiar to me?
Set 10. That was this.
Well, do I need to remove the text from it and put it in as one of our challenges later?
Oh yeah.
What does
I
this
would
card do?
Probably.
So this card was like Lucas Kalpa's like I feel like he found this card. He put this card on the map. And it runs the Boosty Boys deck. It basically, it's basically what's the card? Maurice's Workshop.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
coming out with it right when you said it. I knew where you were going. Yeah.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Anything that says
Yep.
draw a card.
Draw a card. Well,
Pretty
okay, have this on the board. Top deck a boost character, play the boost character, boost him, draw a card,
Yeah.
This deck gets up to unreasonably high ink to the point where it could be playing dragons.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it's very cool. Very cool deck.
It's Dumbo without the lore. What was that comment about? I just missed that. I just saw the chat. It's a Dumbo without the lore. What was that referring to? Spirit Flame, if you're still there.
Could be Webby's Diary.
Webby's Diary? Dumbo
Yeah,
without
one draw a card.
Yeah.
Card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
We
yes,
caught
yes.
up.
That makes sense.
We caught up.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
This is pay 2 to draw a card, though.
yeah.
so-
Or even 3 in cat circumstances.
Oh, yeah,
So-
sure.
So back to
Depending
your
on what the boost
deck.
cost is.
Yeah, he
Um,
said it pay 1 to draw a card. That was the similarity.
So when do you find the most common time that you're using a Coup de Moody?
As
You see how they
fast
just
as I
flowed?
can.
What's that?
As fast as I can. So the reason I run Rhino is so that I can Accood on the play.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Rhino, Shift, Accood.
Okay.
Willow.
Rhino, Shift, Accood, Willow. Rhino, Shift, Accood, Willow, Rhino.
Troubadour even too. Yeah, to get that
Yeah,
singer. I mean, you don't
Troubadour,
need that. I mean,
Lilo.
yeah.
A lot of times I don't sing it then. I go Shift Rhino Quest. Then the next turn I sing it and play Stitch.
Yeah. That Stitch does seem like it's pretty good as well too.
He's insane on turn 3.
Yeah.
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 You have a Rhino and a Stitch on turn 3. There's
That's
not much
scary,
that can fight
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So I'd like when I mulligan this deck, I Accood for on the play. Rhino 1, Rhino 4, Accood. That's what I keep. The safety cards to keep are the 2 drops.
Mhm.
Usually you want to go Grandmother Willow on the play, but Troubadour's fine too. It's inkable, so it bails you out. And then on the draw, you want Rhino, Shift Rhino, Accood, but you're also looking for Angel and no 2-drop.
Hey, I missed that line. So
Yeah, I do feel like sometimes when you
Really?
have like your ink, you don't need to have the ink for it. You could just get the discount with it. You don't have to have the full curve. You have a little bit of a different line of your curves that way.
You always draw
And-
the card too. You can't make your real play until you draw that card.
True.
Right.
Very good card.
And looking at the
Draw a card.
aerial card, so how often does she fire off in your deck, for drawing a card?
If I play Ariel, she's drawing me a card. Unless
Okay.
she gets removed on the spot.
Okay, I got it.
Which so that line is typically something like Angel Accood into Ariel on turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to have the song. You need to make sure you have a song, and it almost always needs to be He Hurled His Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Unless you have Grandmother Willow 2-drop for the following turn, then Strength will work.
Okay.
But yeah, then you boost and sing with Ariel the following turn, and then you
Okay.
draw the card. And you're beating
Okay.
almost every deck to that.
Yep.
Because you've Accooded. You've ramped with Accood.
Right.
Yeah, when we came back and we talked about it, I had identified Accood as potentially the most busted card in the set. And
Mhm.
I think that yeah, we're gonna find out more about it pretty soon. So
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
so good.
yeah, I'm waiting to see what impact it has in Infinity. So, because I think that it's
Oh,
gonna
that'll
be
be interesting.
really
It
good there.
has impact.
Yeah. So it's scary actually, especially with Cindy's.
Confirmed impact.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yep. Yeah. It's gonna be fun if you're playing it, not if you're playing against it. So,
Yo,
It's got to be on the right
Cinderella,
side of that.
Cinderella Ballroom Sensation is a card.
yes.
We can
Yeah.
play Cinderella Ballroom Sensation.
Oh
and
my
Dude.
God.
Yep.
Good
I
luck.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's what I
How
said.
did you not think
Cindy.
about it? It's like the
Cindy and
main
this.
card.
Yeah. So yep.
God, we need to go to Indy, Jake.
I'm planning on it.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
need to go
Yep.
to Indy.
Yeah. Thing.
I enjoy sitting back, seeing the combinations and figuring them out, and then letting somebody else suffer at the hands of them. So I'm glad I don't play at the tournaments where I got to sit across from them. Because I can tell you
Man.
what, there's no worse feeling than you losing to a deck that you know, or a combo or something that you felt like you discovered a play and have somebody else playing it against you. You know, like it sucks. It's like, that's mine. I should be winning with that. I shouldn't be losing to it. So
No, it's cool. Let me
it depends.
sidebar
What?
for a moment.
Sidebar away, my man.
I won the PPG tournament. I want to play in the Friday main event. I want to play the Saturday event. The judges, I'm talking to the judges. I'm like, I want to play the event so bad. Let me play. Give me a bye. Give me, whatever. I go. We're in the finals on stream. Round 2, you hear they're like, we'll give you a round 1 bye. We cannot give you round 2. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Round 2 starts as we're going into game 3. And my opponent goes, I want to play in the main event. Let's play fast. And anybody who knows me knows I play extremely fast. So I'm like, all right, we can do this. I jump, I win the event, tell the judge I have not submitted a deck list. I am rolling the same 60. You've deck checked me in top 16. So these are the cards. And I go over to round 2. My opponent says, take a deep breath. I know where you came from. We play game 1. He goes, Ink, play Rhino. Ink, Steel, play Rhino. I'm like, all right, we're in the mirror. And in game 3, he goes, Ink, play Rhino. I go, Ink, play Rhino. He goes, shift Rhino, Thunderbolt your Rhino. 1 drop.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. He just knows.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, man, like,
That's
you
the
did
move.
it. Like, you understand the deck. Like, so, like, in that moment, I was like, yeah, man, this sucks. This guy literally net decked me. But at the same time, somebody that I had never met before took the deck that I made and won a tournament with and is crushing me, crushing people, crushing me, It's awesome
You're
to
like a
like,
little bit proud.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did that.
I don't want to take credit for reviving Amber Steel by any means. There was some good players that brought this back into the fold, but
Mhm.
to help carry the flag feels good.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
agree.
top a major event with it on the heels of, it won in Houston as well, right? Yep. Sky.
Hmm.
Sky took it there. A good player, of course.
Mhm.
And so, and it seems to have the answers for the hot deck at the moment, which was dogs, right? It seems like it can
Yep.
handle it. And so,
Yeah.
right place, right time. So now people have to prep for this deck, believe it or not, in addition to dogs. So do we move it up? Is it tier 1 yet? Or tier S, I guess we call it. Where's dogs at right now? Is dogs S or 1? Because that would be our
Dogs is
top
S
level of the
tier.
meta right now.
Yeah.
S. Yep.
Dogs is S tier.
Yeah. And I
I
go ahead.
I played dogs for almost the entire meta. The deck is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does insane things.
Mhm.
There's variance to the deck, which is how you know it can do crazy things. When we're having tech, back before Ghent, Sailor put the whole song Clear Your Board version on the map. All singers, no Chromacon. Now there's Chromacon. Now there's Shift Tramp versions. This deck is deep.
Yeah.
It's like it's a whole archetype on its own.
I think my frustration with dogs is probably more so than any other deck. It's very hard to force interaction, right? They can just sit back and do what they execute their game plan without fear of interruption. Which, I mean, with what I play, which is no secret to anybody, I had my answers were, well, now I got to play Lewis to force you to do something with some of your stuff. I got to play Fire to Cannons, to get rid of that Willow right away, and which I don't mind doing. I mean, I know if you're going to beat the meta, you need to play cards to beat the meta, whether you like them or not. And, and I didn't like putting those cards in my deck, but they served a purpose. I want to set champs, took out dogs while I did it with the deck, and so but you got to be prepared to force it to interact with you if you want to beat it.
It's hard to put those cards in your deck because they make you worse into the field.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why this meta is particular. Some people find it particularly toxic. I'm not those people, but
yeah,
I can understand it.
Well, let's take like with what I play, I don't worry about it so much because I have so many draw and discard cards that if I get something I don't want, I just boot it to my discard pile with a Mulan, with a Bobby, with a Scrooge. I can filter. I kind of take that Frank Carson approach. I got a couple copies of things in my deck, and if I don't want it, I'll use my discarders to get rid of it and find something else.
Get rid of it.
So that's what keeps me going with it.
Dogs. At what point does dogs not become or not remain a top deck? Do we think it's just this way until rotation?
I think as long as-
Rotation.
Yeah, I think
it's always going to be there, and people are obviously going to play around it, and we're going to have instances where it might become so big that people will have to then play around it, and then when people play around that deck, it'll come back, and it's
we
just a
lose
constant cycle
lose quite a bit of it at rotation, right?
We lose big tramp, don't we?
You lose the whole deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose the core of it.
Yeah.
You lose all of the dogs.
You lose
all
the lady and the tramps.
keep Grandma Willow, right?
And the Daisy. Yeah, you keep Grandmother Willow. You lose Chromacon.
Which is appropriate for Grandmother Willow.
Don't talk about losing Chromacon.
Not those cards.
Yeah, you lose Chromacon.
Grandmother Willow.
That's a sad day for me.
Dogs is good until rotation, similarly to how let me do this right. Sapphire Emerald is good until rotation. Like what's gonna make that deck stop getting played? Nothing. Like
it has to lose the ramp, but they're just gonna reprint more ramp.
Yes, but maybe not turn 2 ramp, and maybe not inkable turn 2 ramp.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Well, they kept one jump around.
So they reprinted one jump, so maybe that's the staple.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think that's
I think that's like the gold standard.
Detective Mickey came back too.
Yeah.
And I think that you could have interesting lines of like a 3 to 5 in that instance as compared to like a 2 to 4. So like just being a turn slower, but in a different meta could be something that's really appropriate.
It probably means Cinderella is the best ramp, but who knows? If Cinderella's already seen play with the ramp that we have now, and they take ramp away, how are you not going to play Cinderella?
Right. She then
in every Sapphire deck. Yeah, you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
I also just keep hoping that like post rotation we get we get color combos that just historically haven't been super competitive. Like I keep hoping.
I think Winterspell did that, right?
Yeah, I think we're getting there at that point.
What's that?
Meta and in general, just whether it's good or not, just the opportunities are so far out there that people are exploring them much more than previously. So it's just out there.
I definitely think like yellow purple got its moment in the past couple sets. Yellow blue, I'm sorry, amber amethyst got its moment. I lost my train of thought. Oh, amber sapphire had a little bit more of a showing.
Yeah.
Anything Ember.
Sky went 5-0 X4 at Ink with Red Steel.
Yeah.
Ruby Steel. One win, he would have been in top cut. Ruby Amber has the most plays since Mufasa.
God, I miss Mufasa.
You're not alone.
Ooh, say it again.
My
You're
baby.
not alone.
Yeah,
A lot of people miss Mufasa.
Though. Yeah.
Oh.
Or Simba
That
now.
deck was so fun.
The boost one?
It's
So
yeah.
Looking at your deck, Ben, like going forward, you've sometimes it's hard, but you look at a deck, you go, it's here, I shouldn't change it. But lessons learned, what changes would you make to it, if any, going forward?
So I would reduce Goliath by 1. I haven't needed, sometimes it's hard to get to 6. And you could reduce Ariel to a total of 2 and Goliath to 2. I would probably have Stitch Snowboarder at 4. But some people, your worst matchup might be blue-green. You'll typically find me playing the deck that loses to the blue control decks, and it's no different here. So if you wanted to tech in Mowgli, that's what I would tech in.
That's what I was going to ask. Mowglis. Yeah, with blue-green being a problem, would Mowgli be your answer? Or your best answer?
Just because it's a 2 cost that Nani can find. That's why it's preferential to Pete.
Yeah.
Games referee.
Sure, that makes sense.
I like Pete. Pete bails me out of so much crap.
Man, Pete's my most hated card in the game.
I forgot Pete was still legal, to be honest.
Yeah.
He rotates.
Yeah, but they have the action card, song card now that
new song,
it prevents actions and items from being played.
Seed played, yeah.
So
that card's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I played it in
that card
Infinity.
is very neat.
I think that might have some Infinity play now.
Oh, it does with items.
You can't play items as well too, right?
Yeah, it shuts down.
It's interesting. It's gonna make for some judge calls.
Is it? How's that?
Yeah.
You got my interest.
You're gonna forget, and then you're gonna play a popsicle and draw a card faster than light speed.
Yeah.
You know how fast blue players play their popsicles.
Yeah.
Draw that card.
Play popsicle draw. Yeah. No, I don't know. I hope not. I think the card's very cool. I fear Emerald Steel having that card.
Oof.
Ooh. In Infinity?
With Diablo?
Yeah.
Muses. Yeah. Diablo, and then the Max Goof brings your songs that cost.
Is it Max Goof
3 or less? Yes. Back. And then you bounce your Max Goof to your hand with your Muses, and you replay your Max Goof, and then you replay the Keep the Ancient Ways. And when you sing the Keep the Ancient Ways, you bounce your Max Goof back to your hand, and then you select the Keep the Ancient Ways. It's pretty cool.
Yep. I wish you hadn't said something about it. So.
Sorry.
It was one of my secrets.
If you're watching the podcast, you get the good tips.
That's right.
Yep. The real info right here.
Fortunately, I would say, and it's going to change around here. We don't do much Infinity local. We have a lot of new players in our area, which is kind of cool. So going way back with Infinity, it's kind of tough to justify. I mean, I would like to. There's enough players that have been around since the beginning to do it, but I just don't feel it's fair to some of the other ones to force it. But I'd like to do an Infinity tournament eventually and be able to do something.
Really, really hard. Yeah. It's one of the things that my testing group talks about probably the most is when's the right time to do Infinity?
Just before Indy.
Just before Indianapolis.
That's not enough time.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, the problem is
this is what I've been saying.
So you have a new set coming out.
We have to wait for the set, kind of.
I mean, you can mess around with your archetypes, but the problem is you don't know what's going to come and throw a wrench in things. Which
it could just there could be that one specific card that just makes everything so different.
Yeah, but back to what Ben has been saying at least you'll have familiarity with something by that
Right.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Familiarity and a color combo is
All
a
right.
better
Just the deck
starting
that's
point than
that color.
nothing.
So speaking of familiarity, right? You gave me my segue, right? Ben, you get to play a game with us tonight. We're kind of coming up to the top of the hour.
I love games.
All right. So we have a game on this on our show that we ask our guests to participate in. And it's inspired by a Pack Rush event that I played at my local shop, and I forgot my glasses, so I couldn't read the cards. And with a new set, you think you know what cards do until you can't read them. And I had to hold the cards up to my opponent and say, "What does this card do?" It's embarrassing, right? You know. So what we do on this game, on this show, is we find some cards and we remove the text from them and see if you can guess what the card does. Now, tonight's card, Sabrina specifically requested it. I don't know why. I'm gonna turn it over to her. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the card up, Sabrina. So here we go.
Okay.
Hold on. There we go. Whoa, hold on. Don't look yet. Don't look yet. Don't look at the screen.
All right, my eyes are closed.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. All right, there we go. Now you can look at the screen. Now this is well, don't look at the screen. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Dang, nabbit.
Man. I know what that card does.
He knows what this card does.
What does it do?
I don't know what this card does.
That card is he hits for 3. He's got Challenger +3, and he takes no damage from hyenas.
None.
Okay.
Absolutely none.
How much does he quest
You
for?
laugh when they play Bonsai on turn 2.
How much does he quest for?
He quests for 1.
All right. You are correct, sir. So Sabrina, why was this card chosen tonight?
Okay, so the day that I met Ben, I was trying to play Amethyst Emerald, and this card was in my deck, and I was having a very hard time understanding what I was supposed to do with this card. And a big group of us ended up at lunch at some Mexican restaurant, and they were trying to explain to me why I was playing it, and jokingly somebody was like, yeah, he never takes damage from hyenas. And I was like, oh yes, that's why he never takes damage from hyenas. At the time, there wasn't a single hyena in the game.
No.
That was 1,000% not why we played this card, but we ran with it. There's a group of people that have sent me anything Rafiki that this game has ever printed because of that reference.
Any hyena that comes in.
Any hyena that gets printed. Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter because Rafiki doesn't take any damage from them.
One time, I have traded off a Bonsai and lived to tell the tale.
Wow, that's like.
It was awesome. My opponent was like, we trade, and I was like, text.
No.
Card has text, and they were like, what?
Yeah.
It's very important text. No damage from hyenas.
So Bonsai's still legal in the meta.
Cheek. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
Huh.
Yep.
He got outclassed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
When you got red Ruby Diablos flying around, man, it's tough.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Why is every Diablo card they print good? Somebody at Ravensburger just loves Diablo. They're like, this is my favorite.
They love purple and they love Diablos. So. All right, here we go. Let me give a shout out tonight to Matified before we go off the air. If you're not familiar with them, they make some wonderful play mats. They foil them up. Go check out their website. They have some stuff on there that they've already done. And if you have something you want done, then get in touch with them and they can probably work something out with you. If you've been to any of the major events around, usually there's Matified mats hanging around, given out as prizes or being sold by vendors. So shout out to Craig and the work he does with Matified. They do not sponsor us. He's just a good friend. I think he does great work and proud to be associated with him. Do your duty. Go check out their website.
Some of the recent ones he's posted have been insane.
Yeah, it's good work.
Really cool.
And he's a good person. So I will support good people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's
a great guy. His mats are insane.
Yep. All right. So we come to the end of the night. Ben, you got any parting shots?
No, not really. Thank you for the space, for the hour. I appreciate it.
Yep. You're welcome back anytime, man.
quick shout out, I guess, to my testing group, Thomas, Kyle, Doug, and Aaron. You guys have helped me more than you know in the last 4 months. Much love. And then you can find me on social media at ManfishTCG. If you have any questions about Ambridge Deal, I'm happy to answer them. Could talk about this deck until I'm blue in the face. So,
And we'll have you back on, talk a little bit more about the deck. You know, I feel like tonight was kind of like, this is an introduction episode, right? And get you come back on and we talk a little bit more about it in more detail, especially as the deck evolves with the meta, because as we see, half of it just showed up in this set, and it'll probably still have legs going forward. So, all right, Sabrina, Jake, you guys have anything?
Thank you, Ben. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. And
Absolutely.
everybody should start playing Infinity. That is my parting shot. Get out there,
I've been saying the
play
past 2
Infinity.
weeks.
Yeah.
Get the Infinity cards ready. I think I'm ready for it.
Get them out. Dust
All
them
right.
off.
So thank you to everybody in the chat for being here with us tonight. I really appreciate it. I never take for granted people interacting with us. We're not the most listened to podcast in the world, but we have fun. And I appreciate those of you who come on here and give us an hour of your time at night on Tuesday nights. We'll be here next Tuesday night, same time. So join us then. And until then, happy questing and good luck getting prepped for set champs.
Bye.
Peace.
See ya.